And we are live. What up, players? Welcome to episode 116 of Player Life. It is Friday, the 14th of May here in Tokyo, Japan. Hope you guys are well. Hope you are well indeed. Yeah. So, another day in the life of Mac the Day Gamer. Um, yeah. So, had a good day here in Tokyo. Had a bunch of errands to run in the morning. Have to, as I'm living in Japan, today I have to go and fill out a bunch of visa application documents. You know, Japan has very strict immigration laws, so you got to be on the ball with it. And I don't intend to be leaving Japan anytime soon, so got to play ball. But if there's anything I hate, it's goddamn paperwork. It's goddamn paperwork. And Japanese people love paperwork. Gabriel E. in the house. What is up? What is good? Hope you're well. Great day for a webinar. Actually, if you are part of MLD's Masculine Empowerment Network program, I actually won't be. I won't be doing I'll be doing the webinar instead on when is it again? Monday, the 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I had to change. Something came up. I won't be able to do it tomorrow. So, yeah, Monday, Monday the 17th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be doing a webinar on turning bitches out. If you're part of, MLD's course, if you're not, part of that course, then you should join my premium content, and then you'll get to see all the time about how I turn bitches out. You'll get a front row seat of that. But it is what it is. Problematic in the house. What is up? What is good? Rishi in house. What's up? Know your worth. Hope you're well. What's up? Eltas says, you don't see the Japanese throwing themselves underneath police vans to stop people being deported. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. You don't see that at all. Eltas says, oh yeah. Yeah, same comment. When men Binance listing, that would be hilarious. Listed on Binance. Indeed. Anything's possible. Anything is possible. Hot dude coin. Next coin. Gonna be a big coin. Gonna invest heavily in it. Yes, so today after that, I did my usual and went out to do my usual workout with my boy Yair. Actually, I have some interesting Instagram stories today, so I'm going to share that right now. Let me see. Share screen. Yeah, so the usual calisthenics workout. Let me just play that. Front pull-ups, 10. Not easy. These are way harder. Pull-ups are way harder than chin-ups. It works different muscles. But yeah, definitely getting stronger week on week, doing the prison style workouts. Definitely getting more definition as I go. Do the knee, lifting the knees, get the abs going. It's definitely a good workout. Don't knock it till you try it. Drop down slowly. Goddamn internet connection is fucking shit. All right. Yeah, so I just said it's easy. A lot of people, these dudes like butthurt pussies say it's easy for you because you're a white guy in Asia. butthurt pussies. How about shut the fuck up and work harder? Trust me, if you think it's easy to get to get with women because you're white, just because you're white in Japan, it's not true. If if you want to prove me wrong, come over here and see what's up. Um, you gotta have game. Most importantly, you gotta have game, and then looking good definitely helps. Definitely. Um, Push-ups gotta be done. Sets of 15. Um, yeah. So I do this kind of workout like three times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and definitely seen a lot of good results. Chicks like muscles, guys. Chicks like guys that are fit, and I put these kind of stories on my hot dude Instagram, and you know definitely been working. I only have a few photos on my hot dude Instagram, but it's mainly the stories. But the chicks that I add, they watch like all of these stories. They watch all of them, um, and I end up banging them. It's a good time. It is a good time indeed. Got it. Chicks love abs, guys. Chicks really love abs. Abs and arms. I gotta work on my arms. Abs are doing pretty good, but my arms gotta get bigger. Gotta get bigger. I think I must have like high bone density. My bones weigh a lot because I am I'm the same weight as Kamaru Usman, um, and that same height. And if you look at Kamaru Usman, he is fucking way bigger than I am. But it must be down to bone density. I must have heavy as fuck bones. But I would. Okay, so that's the workout done. Um, this was basically me just chilling at the station. Uh, just station, pretty popular area in Tokyo. But I just took a few snapshots to show you guys like how many hot girls there are in Japan. We were sitting on this bench drinking coffee after the workout for about 20 minutes, and I didn't even like take a video of all the hot girls. I just took a snapshot of a few, like just some of the girls. I even missed a lot of the hottest girls that walked by. But this is like in the space of about 20 minutes. This is like ridiculous. And like I wasn't even trying. I was just literally there with my phone, whenever a hot girl walked by, I just have a look. Just have a little look here. All right, guys. So, if you can imagine, that was literally in the space of around 20 minutes, like that amount of. This is for another time, but that was in the space of around 20 minutes. So it's like, and plus I missed some of the hottest girls. They walked by too quickly. I don't know how many girls that were there, but I was just like boom, 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 like literally every minute, like super hot girls were walking by. Um, so yeah, and it just got me thinking about how it really is. Everything really is a numbers game when it comes to most things, but especially when it comes to getting with living the player lifestyle. You really have to do a lot of approaches. Um, let's see who's in the chat. Do 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 do. See Joel's in house. What is up? What's good? Rishi Padaruth says, "How long did it take you to master these workouts?" Respect, bro. I don't think I've mastered them, but I've been doing them about for a couple of months anyway. I've been doing these calisthenics. Like I've always been working out, but I only started doing it like properly, like consistently, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, consistently. I do it, and I've started to eat more protein and whatnot. There's no mastering really. There's no like you keep on improving. But I'm seeing results, getting stronger every week, able to do more reps. Solid form. It's all about form, keeping solid form, and just shredding and getting more definition. There's a long way to go. I haven't mastered them, but getting pretty good. Elta says, I like to vary the position of my legs, and that helps with my abs. It's an all body exercise, not just like lifting weights. If you do this consistently, you're going to look good. Yeah, just look at guys that do these calisthenic workouts in prison. They're all fucking ripped. So it definitely does the job if you eat well and do all the pull-ups, push-ups, press-ups, whatever. There's so much you can do. Really, my opinion of true fitness is when you can manage your body weight, like at a good weight, when you're not really really skinny, but when you're decent weight. It depends on your height and all that, but I just respect guys that are able to manage their body weight. I think guys that are huge and they can't do 10 pull-ups, it doesn't really impress me. You can then again, like even at the same time, some guys can do 10 pull-ups, but they can't do like 5 sets of 10 pull-ups. I'm impressed by guys that can do sets of 10 pull-ups. That's impressive to me, and that's what I'm trying to do. Rishi says, do you do 15 in a row or 3 sets of 5? I do 5 sets of 10. 5 sets of 10. So, I started off, a couple of months back. I can't remember when I started doing these. Maybe around, when was it? Maybe around February. I don't know. March. I don't know when I started doing this consistently. I have to check. But started off because I knew I was in it for the long run. Started off doing sets of 5, 5 reps. No, five sets of 5 reps, and then push. Next week, sets of 6, 7, 8. It'll start to get hard when you're doing sets of 8 reps, pull-ups, like proper form, not these like throwing your chin up and shit. No, like solid, like proper form, like up fast, down slow, up fast, down slow, solid form. I hate seeing these guys doing shitty, like putting your chin up and like, it's not a proper chin up when you're throwing your chin up and like dropping down real fast, and it's way better to do less with solid form. If you can do 15 pull-ups or chin-ups, if you can do 15 forward-facing pull-ups, you're fucking strong, man. Maybe I could do 15 on the first set. I definitely couldn't do sets of 15, not yet. I'll get there though. I will get there. Sets of 15 pull-ups. I could definitely do a set of 15 chin-ups. These are much harder. But yeah, it's all about doing sets. So, it's it shows real strength when you can do sets. Anyone can do, like, not anyone. I mean, if you can do 10 pull-ups, yeah, that's all right. But can you do like 5 sets of 10. Wow, that shows strength. It shows that you have some core strength, and that you're able to manage your body weight. You know, it shows real athleticism. Um, you know, because really, like, you know, it depends on your body type as well. But for me personally, I don't want to get huge. I just want to get ripped. I want to get muscular and ripped. I don't want to be like rugby player. If that's your luck, some chicks are into that. Personally, I'm going for the more athletic fucking, you know, athlete look rather than the bodybuilder. You know, everyone has their own look. I mean, that's just a look that will suit me. You know, my body frame. My body frame wouldn't. I don't think it would look good. It wouldn't. It doesn't suit me to become like bodybuilder, like, you know, rugby player esque. It wouldn't. It would be. Plus, it would be very hard. Not only would it not suit me, it's like my body type is not that type. It would be really hard to get like put on, like, you know. Once I get to 80 kg, I'm 77 now. Once I get to 80 kg, I'd be pretty happy to maintain that look. Another 3 or 4 kilograms, I'll be just happy to maintain that, and I'll look fucking good. Like, I look good. I look good enough. I don't need to get I don't need to be in the gym lifting, like, you know, whatever, 200 kilograms or whatever. I don't need to do that. If that's what you want, but I'm not even knocking people that want to do that. It's just, for me, I just want to go for the athleticism look, the agile, you know, quick movement kind of look. Eltas says dips are also really underrated. I genuinely think you get more efficient muscles with body weight exercises. Like, exactly, like, it really does show like fitness when you're able to, like I said, able to manage your own body weight, when you're able to lift your own body weight. One of, like, follow who's it? George St. Pierre. He always has some dope. Let me see if he's on. George St. Yeah, George St. Pierre is a beast. I like this guy is the kind of body type I'd like to have. He does a bunch of calisthenics and cardio kind of stuff, and it's a good way to look. Share screen. All right. So yeah, George St. Pierre, guy's an animal.
The one who have the best form.
Like, this guy does he just does a lot of calisthenics to kind of work. You know, and it really does get you into good shape. You know, it just builds an athletic look. Muscle ups, they're no joke. If you can do a muscle up, you're doing pretty well. That's a muscle up for anyone that doesn't know. When you go down and fully up, these kind of exercises will get you really, really shredded, like shredded as hell. It's just it just works out your body so much, because you're stretching out your body when you're hanging. All your muscles are working, all your torso, like, you know, you're stretching everything out. It requires extreme strength to pull yourself, like, from bottom to top, like this, a muscle up. But yeah, take care when you're doing them, because you can get quite injured. Before you do muscle ups and things like that, it's important to build up like core strength. But yeah, I mean, George St. Pierre is a good example of a guy that you know, has a really fucking good shape from doing calisthenics. You know, but yeah. you got to figure out what kind of look you want. That's basically it. What kind of body type, do you want? You know. Gabrielle says, I hope Mac got the sleep he missed yesterday. Yes, indeed, I did. It's important to get a good sleep. Really is. Really is indeed. Uh, Viking Paradigm, what is good? Says, facts, I can do a set of 15 easy, but still working on doing more. Yeah. It's definitely not easy to do a set of 15, but, I, if, if you can do sets of them, like if you can do like two, like more than like as good as the first set, you're doing pretty damn good. um Know Your Worth says, same, I look better lean. Lean's a good look. Lean is a good look. um Lean and mean with muscles. Chicks are going to be into it. El Taz says, I favor mobility over bulking up. Most girls like a functionally fit guy. You want to be functionally fit, you know. Uh, Look at all the best fighters. Like they're more like lean and mean rather than big. You know, it's all about being agile. There's a reason like rugby players aren't fighters. Like it's because they're not as agile. They're big, but they're not going to be able to move as quick. Not going to be able to turn around and do like Uh, Look at Alessandra, the UFC fighter, Israel as Alessandra, lean as fucking mean as a motherfucker. Just kicks the shit out of people way bigger than him. Like if you saw Alessandra versus Costa, like Israel Alessandra versus Costa in the UFC, like Costa was like he looks kind of like like he's bulked up. He looked like when I saw them square up, like they might have weighed the same, but like Alessandro was just lean as fuck. Like he looks like skinnier and but he just kicked the shit out of Alessandro. He kicked the shit out of Costa, like just like broke him up, like. And Costa was looked way more muscular, way like thicker, but just not as agile. Um, you know, but it is what it is. Some girls like you got to figure out. We all have different body types. Figure out what is your potential, what is the body type that will suit you, and just try and go for that. Figure out what is the best exercise for you. Some guys like their body type suits them to be like have that bulky like look, like they're it's just easier for them to put on muscle. Their bone structure is thicker, all that kind of thing. Um, I'm not fat and big bone kind of thing. People that have a big bone structure. It's like chicks. Some chicks are unfortunately they have like a big bone structure. It doesn't matter how much gym they go to or how much exercise they do. They were just unfortunate to have like a big bone structure. It means like no matter how much. That's why it's funny. Like it's a sad, like men are made. Like a lot of men are made, and women we know the saying women just are. Like as I always say this, like some of the hottest girls I've been with like never set foot inside a gym. It's just like they are. Like it's a lot of as long as they just have a decent diet and don't get huge and um personally I think the best exercise for women is like yoga, because I don't like muscular chicks um at all. And some chicks just are not blessed with a nice bone structure. A lot of it's down to bone structure, to for have a little slim waist and a nice a lot of women having a nice ass is down a lot of the time it's down to bone structure, how the flesh molds over the bone structure. And some women have a terrible bone structure, like wide torso, and no matter how much exercise they do, they're not going to change their bone structure, so they're kind of fucked. um yeah, but do and Know Your Worth says, one of my friends does muscle ups with 20-pound weighted jacket. That's pretty badass. that is pretty badass. I'm actually gonna get some weights, some couple of kilos, ankle weights. That's the next step. That's the next step in my workout. Adding weight, yeah, it's a good thing. Maybe like 4 kilos at the start. See how that goes. Um, Viking says compound movements are boss. Yes, indeed they are. Like you're winning as long as you're doing exercise. As long as you're doing any kind of exercise and working to build yourself up, you're winning. Because most guys don't. Most guys are just soft weaklings, like soft, doughy weaklings. Um, you know, everyone has their own thing. Like John MLD, he likes the gym. He doesn't like doing outdoor exercises, and he gives me shit for. He says, "Oh, you got to go to the gym," and that's like, okay. I like doing. I don't give people shit for if they prefer doing. Everyone has to find out what they like doing. If you like going to the gym and lifting weights, you're winning. Like you're doing better than most guys, and most guys are just like wasting away, getting fat, uh, increasing their estrogen, drinking beer, smoking weed, doing drugs. Yeah, just wasting their lives. And they're wondering why they're not getting with women. They're wondering why they're not attractive to women. Women, like the reddest pill you'll ever swallow is women like fucking muscles. Women like alpha, strong males. Um, they do. They really do. Even Japanese girls that that like the K-pop soft looking femboy types, when we're working out in the park and they're walking by with a little like a femboy, like a soft guy, they're looking at us like they're very curious, like they're definitely looking. They might not, they might reject us when we approach them, but we're always joking, like, me and Yair, we're like, we know what she's thinking about when her eyes are closed at night with her boyfriend. She's remembering us working out in the park, for sure. C. Joel says, Adesanya's build shows him to be real mobile. Adding muscle mass would inhibit his ability to be honest. Yeah, definitely would. Um, you know, I'll probably like if Alessandria got bigger, wouldn't really suit him. So it's all down to your kind of your bone structure, what your kind of ideal body type would be. Um, uh, Buzzin' Bazin says, "Fair. There's some real good ones at my gym, though. I'm not denying there's going to be hot. Of course, there's going to be hot girls at the gym. Like, there are, like, obviously. But I'm not saying there's never hot girls at the gym. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I still stand by my original statement. Like, some of the hottest girls I've been with have never been in a gym. They're just super feminine, like, soft, smooth. Just but yeah, there's definitely hot girls in gym. Um, I don't like those. I don't like muscular girls at all, though. I just really don't like it. But and I don't like those fake asses. I call it like when girls like do those squats and get muscular asses. I'm not into it. Like if you've ever been with a girl that has like one of those gym asses, I really I'm not into it. It's just no. It's just like it's like a basketball or something. It's too hard. It's not a juicy ass like a juicy ass should be. Like a woman's ass should be soft and supple, not like a basketball. Um, that's how you know it's kind of a fake ass or gym ass. It's like it was kind of made. It's more muscular rather than juicy. But we all have our own preferences. That's just my 2 cents on it. Buzzin' Bazin says, if they have a slim bone structure and decent amount of muscle in the lower parts. Yeah. The East-West connection. Mac, did you move to Tokyo a year ago? What do you think game in a bigger city? Game, I moved to Tokyo about a year and a half ago. Coming up, it'll be 2 years in August. Damn, time is fucking flying. But you know, this kind of plays into the topic tonight. I mean, you know, when you're living in a bigger city, it's always going to be easier. Like I'm from Ireland. Like there's parts of Ireland like small towns and stuff where it's almost impossible to run game. Like you should have game anywhere. You should understand game. You should understand the dynamics between men and women. But like there's a difference between that and living like a player lifestyle. You cannot live a player lifestyle in where I'm from in Ireland. Like you cannot live it. I mean I could you could take it to a certain like 10% but less, man. Like where I'm from, the town is so small. Like you cannot live the kind of lifestyle I live. Like you could never do that. Like it would be ridiculous and absurd. You would get a name real quick and it would just not work out. Like it would just really would not work out. Um you would be able to bang women. I would be able to bang women, but it would just get ridiculous and awkward, and it'd be like, I'd be banging people's girlfriends, and it would be ridiculous. So when you move to the bigger the place, the easier it is to run game. It's just obvious. It's a numbers game. Like the bigger the city. So Tokyo, it's not easy. A lot of people say, oh, it's easy because you're a white guy in Japan or in Tokyo, and it's like, no, it's not easy because I'm a white guy in Japan. It's because number one, I take care of myself. I dress well. I work out. You know, I do all that stuff. And the other thing, I have game. You know, I understand the dynamics. I understand what women want. Number three, there's insane amounts of women. If you saw the snapshot, let me show it again because there's a few more people in the chat. Let me show it again. I'll share. Let me see. Okay. So this was today. Skip past the exercise stuff. Okay, so I was sitting on a bench for around 20 minutes. And these are the amount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, guys. So 21 girls, and to be like I said, I actually missed some of the hottest girls too. Like I missed some of, like I was just chilling with Yair on the bench, and we were just chatting. So sometimes like hot girls, I miss them. Like I missed some of the really hot girls. So 21 girls. We're there for around 20 minutes. There was girls just unbelievable, like hot girls just going by, like, and it's just think about that. There's just so much options. Like it's all a numbers game. Like when you're in bigger cities, it's easier. It is easier. It's just there's more options. It's you can, like, the smaller the city, the harder it is, because if you're actually living a player lifestyle, like a genuine player lifestyle, sometimes it can only go so far. You can only live the player lifestyle there so, like, to a certain degree. Like in Tokyo, it's almost limitless, and even in Tokyo, you kind of like you start to get like known, but like it's Tokyo. It's like there's millions of people. So, but I'm just saying, if it's a smaller city, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to live it like a genuine player lifestyle. The bigger the place, the better it is to live the player lifestyle. It makes sense. It's not complicated. It's not rocket science. Pretty obvious. Like, Buzzin Bazin says, "'Tis true, even in Japan, where the standard isn't to have a lot of muscle, they seem to like it." I mean, it's just in their nature. The women are drawn to, protective, stronger, bad boys bad boy types, just because you know it's just we're more likely to be able to protect them. Um, Viking Paradigm says women like men that can make them feel small, weak. Being way stronger than her makes that easy. Yeah, absolutely. Women absolutely love when they're able to wear high heels and still be smaller than you. But it's like it's just a thing where if you can't really, as a guy, you can't change your height. So it's if you're a smaller guy, you definitely need to like be fit, as fit as possible, because when you're fit, you can overcome these things. Um, it's just important, as long as you're working on yourself to improve yourself, change the things that you can actually change. You can, obviously, as a guy, you can't change your height, but yeah, they absolutely love feeling small and weak. One of the things that I do to like turn women on, um, like to get them wet, like I'll lift them up. I don't even like this particular sex position because it's hard to do, and it's not doesn't feel that good. Well, it feels good, but it's a exercise. I lift. I just pick women up, and or you can even do this before sex, but like pick them up and let them straddle you, and like just when you're able to do that easily, like, and they're able to like sit there and you can make out with them, it's actually good foreplay. It'll get them so wet, gets them so horny. Man, it's actually a really good way to get chicks, like, get their motors going. Like lift them up, pick them up and make out with them while they're in the air, while they're held up, like bear hugging them, and their legs are strapped around your waist, and just make out with them for a minute or so, or you're spanking their ass. Man, that'll get them. That'll like, once you put them down, they're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready to go. Because they're able to feel small and weak, and like they're able to feel your strength. You're able to lift them up easily and make out with them at the same time. And if you can bang them like that, obviously the lighter they are, the easier it is to do. But definitely, I definitely do that when I just when I'm switching up sex positions, I'll often do that. Just like I said, I don't particularly like that sex position because it's like more of like it's an exercise. Like it's actually like hard to do, but you pick them up, bang them like that. Even for a minute, they'll like, think about it. Not many guys will do that. Like they'll always remember that. Like most guys aren't going to do that. Most guys are so weak they're not going to even be able to do that. And if you can do it, like if you can actually do it for a minute or so and like properly bang them like that, like boom, boom, boom. Oh shit, they're gonna remember that. Um, yeah, you should try it out. Um, uh, See, Joel says Mac hates gym bunny ass. I mean, it depends. I mean, some girls in the gym have incredible asses, but I just don't like the muscular one. As lot like it's all about the shape. I mean, like if it has a good shape, I'm still gonna be into it, but it's not ideal because I know it's gonna be too hard or whatnot. Um, uh, Know Your Worth says more cows and sheep than people in Ireland. Probably true. Probably true. But yeah, I mean, there's only a few cities in Ireland that you can run game, and then only, and even there, it's gonna probably gonna dry up. I mean, I was in a city, not gonna dry up, but it's gonna you might get a bit of a reputation, and that's fine. But it just makes it harder sometimes. Viking Paradigm says health and game equals win. Yeah, definitely winning if you have health and game. Health is your wealth. Um, Health absolutely is your wealth. Some chick just said, Raishu Iku Kamo, wink face. That means next week I'm gonna come. Naughty girl with a boyfriend is gonna come to my apartment next week. Damn, these girls, like, yeah, wild. It's really wild when you're living this player lifestyle, and you're banging girls that have boyfriends, and like, you know they appear to be happy enough with their boyfriend or whatever. They're doing their Instagram posts and whatnot, and meanwhile, they're coming over to my place and just getting absolutely railed, like railed. I was telling a story just last night where there's a girl that came over. I just gamed her on the street. Um, got her Instagram, and she came over. Like, I didn't like. I just arranged to meet her at my station, and I was like, I knew it was down. We didn't discuss sex or anything in the messages, nothing like that. But I was like, I'm not even gonna take this girl to a cafe. I'm not even gonna. We don't even need to. It's just like it's obvious that she's down. Like when they don't even ask why. Why do you want to meet at that station, or they don't ask why do we have to meet there? They just say, oh yeah, sure, time and place, and they come and meet you. I just walk them back home. But yeah, this particular girl was like, I just asked her. I just said to her, we're done. Like we banged and we were talking, and I said, "You have a boyfriend, don't you?" Like I don't know, because I saw her phone was like, I saw her phone and there was like kiss, like the emoji, the kissy face emoji came through, and I was like, "You have a boyfriend?" And she was like, "Yeah, I do." Um, she actually doesn't speak English, but she just told me. I was like, I was like, "You're a naughty little girl," and she's like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "Yeah, right." But yeah, she was good. She was good in bed. Yeah, it's just this is going to be in my webinar too. Just really, it's going to really red pill, guys. And like I said, if you're not in John's, if you didn't sign up to John's MLD's uh, masculine empowerment network course, uh, you should sign up to my premium content, because you get to see me turn these chicks out all the time, front row seat. But yeah, I will be doing a webinar in his course on. It was supposed to be tomorrow, well, Japanese time, Saturday morning, or Friday night, Eastern Standard Time. But something came up. I had to reschedule. Um, but it is what it is. Things happen. Shit happens. Um, C. Joel say, where is it? C. Joel says, news gets around quick in smaller cities. Yeah, it gets around quick. There's less options. There's actually, there's just less options. News gets around. It's just things are working against you in smaller cities. It's really not complicated. It really makes sense. The bigger cities, the more girls, the more options, the more chances of success. The more chances, the more variety. Yeah, it's really obvious kind of thing. Let's see. Bazin says, in the West, you need to be like 6'4" for that to happen. Which country are you in? Girls in my country are tall as fuck. Are you from Denmark? I heard girls in Denmark are really tall. Is that I don't know. Let me know where you're at. Yair, my main man in the house. Yair's a straight up dog. This man does game, just part of his lifestyle. I think he got like 3 numbers today, just casual. Like it's no big deal. It's just part of our lifestyle. It just is what it is. Like we go about our business, like we go about, we go for workouts, and we do game as we go. Like we see hot chicks, we roll in. It just never stops. It is what it is. We don't go out to do game. We just do game. Like it is, we live the player lifestyle. That's what we do. Like we do it for real. Like we don't pretend to do this shit. We just we do it. We like women. Like it's not like, oh, like we like hot women. We like to have sex. Like it's so we just game as we go. Uh yeah. Yeah, here says muscle, game, money. Yeah, we talked about this today. 100%. Money is the least important. Like like money is important for you as a man, like to develop and to have, like, it increases your freedom. But when it comes, when it comes to getting laid, you like there's only so much money you need. As long as you have money to cover a roof over your head and like to eat food and all that kind of stuff, money is actually the least important. If you have like muscle, let's include muscle and fashion into that. Muscle includes fashion, style. So you have a decent style and you have muscle and you're athletic and you look good and healthy and fit. That's all included in muscle. And then you have game. Oh man, like you're swimming in pussy. Like if you're in the right place, like if you're in a place where there's a lot of options, man, it's a good time. And money is just yeah. You're never gonna get a woman wet with money. Money doesn't make women wet. Money is just it'll impress women. It's like the cherry on top. It's like the thing that'll be like, it'll be easier to keep them around and whatnot. They'll be like they'll see you with a future and that kind of stuff. But the initial like attraction, what's going to attract women to you and get them like infatuated with you, is the muscle and game. And then if you have good money, if you're successful, then they're really going to be into you. Like they're going to be like in love with you. They're going to fall in love with you, um, just because they see that you have a future and that you're on your game and not you're on your shit. Um, uh, C. Joel says most of the girls you mess with are their boyfriends Japanese or foreigners usually. Um, to be quite honest, usually foreigners. So it's usually other foreign guys, but sometimes Japanese. Yeah, a bit of both, but usually foreigners, and usually simp ass foreigners that don't understand. They don't get it. They a lot of time maybe foreigners that come over, and a lot of like I said, like the girl I smashed. When was it? Just the other night. Um, it was yeah, she isn't like her boyfriend's like an athlete. He's a professional soccer player, so it's not that he's like a waster or anything. And that's a little bit of a feather in my cap. Just that I'm banging girls that have guys that are kind of like they're successful. Like it's not they're not like not complete losers. They're not losers at all. Some of them. So it's not that they're like total weaklings. This guy's like I saw his Instagram. Like I saw it. He's a professional soccer player, from Brazil, and yeah, when she came over and I just totally railed her. And it was insane. It was like unbelievable sex. Like it was hot as fuck. Um, you know, but it is what it is, and it's just I'm not gonna like expose these chicks. Like I'm not here to like I'm not gonna put them up on Instagram and on YouTube and like, oh, this is her. No, I'm not going to do that. Like, but you know, trust me on this one. Like like she has photos of her and her boyfriend on her Instagram, and you know, I'm sure he thinks he's like, there's no way she's cheating, but these chicks are bad. Like these chicks get horny. Personally, I think no, I know that I think Japanese girls, if they have a foreign boyfriend, they're far more likely to cheat, in my opinion. Um, it's because they almost see us as like sex objects. When Japanese girls are into foreign guys, they kind of lump us together and see us as as soon as a hotter guy comes along or another one comes along, they're going to be into it. They're going to be like eyeing them up. Um, Gabri's E says Oni-chan indeed. Turning bitches out. That's my job. It's gonna be on my gravestone. Turning bitches out. Do. Yeah, man. It's like all these bitches can be turned out. They all can be turned out. Um, if you're the right guy, um, these chicks will be naughty for the right guy. Like if you're her type, they will they'll come through. They will come through, even if they have professional athlete boyfriends. I'm not a professional athlete, but she liked what she saw, and she came around. Um, but yeah, it is. you know, if you're in a small town and you're you have muscle, uh, game and money, you're honestly kind of, and you're you're not you're wondering why you're not getting enough action, or you're not getting any action at all. It's cold hard truth is like you might need to relocate. You probably would do. Probably the biggest problem is like your location. Like when it comes to even in Tokyo, like it's location, location, location. Like because like if your place is not easily accessible, if you're not in a place, even in a city like Tokyo where it's like insanely populated and everything, if your apartment or wherever you're at is hard to get to, like by train or bus or whatever it is, it's like it's harder to seal the deal. It's harder to get chicks to your into your area. But I mean, if you're living in a town where there's not that many or a city even where there's not that many girls, or could depend on the culture too. But um, you might need to relocate to a bigger city where there's more chicks, more options. Um, you need to go to a place if you want to really live like a player lifestyle where you want to you just want to be degenerate and experience uh, a lot of sex with a lot of hot women. You need to, there's no doubt about it. You need to go to a city with a decent sized population. I would say, if you really want to live a hard, like a proper player lifestyle where you're smashing you know, I'd say a proper player lifestyle is 20 new chicks a year. Like, yeah, I don't think you can consider yourself like a true player if you're not smashing like at least 20 new chicks a year. And not to say if you're smashing like 12 chicks a year, you're doing pretty, one a month. I mean, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. You're doing probably better than most guys. But I'm just saying like a player lifestyle is that's a little more. You need to go to a city where you can kind of operate somewhat anonymously, and kind of have a constant flow. Like you saw the videos, like I just posted on Instagram. You saw the videos. Like we were there for around 20-30 minutes. There was 21 chicks. They're only the ones I just got a snapshot of. There was way hotter chicks. There was way hotter chicks that I missed. Like little mini skirts, like 7-inch high heels, like hot, like just constantly going by. So that's just a little snapshot of Tokyo, like a big city. There's so many options. And most of the time you're going to get blown out. You'll make approaches, you get blown out. But comparing it to dating apps, god damn, like no, the rejection is way, 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 way less when real life approaches. Way less. You're way more likely to succeed in day game. Most guys don't get it. Most guys don't understand, and they're missing out. They're missing out big time. But I'm here to tell you, if you just put yourself out there and start making approaches, you're gonna start noticing your sex life getting a lot better. Eltas says, in dating, game, and even relationship, logistics are everything. Logistics are everything. You want to be living in a good spot. I said earlier, having unbelievable game is not, and living in a shit location where it's hard to get to, and it's like, it's just not on point. It's just not easy to access, is not as good as having like okay game but living in a solid, like good location. So let me repeat that. Having unbelievable game, being like totally really good with women, but living in a shit location is not as good as having okay game and living in a good location. You're going to get way more pussy living in a really good location where there's a lot of women, easy to access, and with having okay game. Location really, really does make a difference. It really does. That's why cold hard truth is you might be living like I could not live this lifestyle in Ireland. I could live it to some extent in the capital, Dublin City, maybe Belfast, maybe a few, yeah. In other cities going to be, and it's not because I don't have game. It's not because I don't have game. It's because there's just not as much options, and it's like it's just harder to do. Like I said, I could run it in Dublin for time, maybe a year or two before it starts to be like you start to run into, just it'll just start getting awkward, like running into the same chicks that you've smashed all the time, and it's like good problems to have, but it's really it will become annoying. Trust me, if you're constantly running into chicks that you smashed, and they get bitter, and you're gonna run into psychos too. You will, like, but in Tokyo you can just dip out into anonymity. Can't pronounce that word. You can be anonymous. You can, because it's just the population is just so huge. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Martin in the house. What is good? Is this Martin, Tokyo Martin? And says, and it's not summer yet, and it's not yet summer. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I was talking to Yair today, and we were like, because we're just noticing how, like, Japanese girls, they go from it's like they hibernate. As soon as it starts getting warm, it just starts getting ridiculous. They start coming out on the streets wearing like really sexy clothes. If you like girls that wear high heels and wear short skirts, then and show their legs, then Japan's going to be you're going to like Japan a lot, because Japanese girls is like they don't often show cleavage, because it's kind of like taboo or something. I don't know why, but they really wear like barely their skirts. A few of them I missed a few of them that walked by today, but Yair says, exactly. Oh, wait for summer. We will post some good material, even from the park where we work out. We will indeed. Not even counting the pool and the beach. Oh man, when we go to the pool and the beach, oh, Yair was showing me photos from like pool parties in Tokyo, where like literally every girl was like wearing like tiny little bikinis, and man, some of the photos he had, god damn it, I've actually never been yet, and I cannot wait to go. No, your word says, can't wait for the beach. Soft flex while playing frisbee or soccer. Yeah. I mean, that's why you got to get in good shape. I mean, you can just casually, show off your muscles, and show off your physique. It's gonna be a good time. So Martin says Ibisu has the best quality. It really does, and I would say Shibuya has the more 18 to 22-year-old types, but Ibisu has some real fine looking chicks, a lot of sugar babies, a lot of hotties. Yeah, hope you're doing. I presume this is Tokyo Martin, so hope you're doing well, man. Long time no see. Hope you are good. Hope you're good indeed. Hope your crypto bags. Hope you haven't lost all your crypto in a boating accident. I heard there was a terrible boating accident in Tokyo Bay. So commiserations if you lost all your crypto. Sad times, but I'm sure you'll get it back. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys. I don't know, if you're not in a good location, you gotta and you're not happy with your sex life, you might have to, consider, if you're like, first of all, if your muscle and your fashion and your game is on point, and your finances are good, and you're still not happy, and you're still not, you're making approaches, but it's like kind of, there's just not that many options. There's not a good well of pussy, let's just say. You might need to consider getting to a better spot. getting to a spot with more foot traffic, you know, like you saw the spot like in on my Insta stories where it was like without even trying, like literally just chilling on a bench for 20 minutes. Like you said, there was 21 checks as I counted, but there was obviously way more like that I didn't even get a chance to film. They're just walking by, like there's everywhere. So you know, let that be a lesson to you. But yeah, guys, gonna cut it there. Gonna go and eat some food. Pretty damn hungry after the workout today. Um, but yeah, it is Friday, so I will catch you guys on Monday night. As usual, like, comment, subscribe, share the stream, check out the links in the description. If you want to send a donation, that will help out the channel. Or consider signing up to the premium content where you get to see the stuff that I cannot share on YouTube. Obviously, will get banned immediately. But yeah, guys, I will catch you on Monday. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.